What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 6v6 in-game singles Wi-Fi battles. This is a team I've been using for the last few weeks here on stream. The team actually I made around Keldeo. I actually put out a poll in the community tab, which I'll throw a screenshot of on screen for you guys right now. There was 4 options there, and you guys ended up voting mostly for Keldeo. So after like a few days, I ended up building a team around Keldeo. A little bit late because I was actually building a lot of Regulation H teams at the time, so this team was a little bit behind. There's a team around Keldeo that I've been using. If you guys want to catch me when I do use these teams live on stream, I usually stream every Saturday night around 8 EST live with some in-game 6v6 singles Wi-Fi battles on the in-game singles 1v1 ladder. So if you guys want to watch me use these teams live, or possibly even like stream snipe me and try to get into my matches, by all means drop by when I'm live. But it's a really cool team. I think Keldeo's a really cool mon. It's gonna classify as a mythical. It's one of those mons where I don't really know why it's a mythical, but I think it's because it was only available in like events in Gen 5. That's why it's considered a mythical, and you weren't able to really catch it in game that I know of, at least. They could be wrong, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a really cool mon. It's another mon that's a fighting water type, which is a really good offensive type. You also got a really cool move called Sacred Sword, which is exclusive. I don't think it's exclusive to Keldeo anymore, but it used to be, to like the Swords of Justice type mons. It pretty much is a mon that it's a special move, but it deals damage from the physical or the physical damage side. So it still goes off of your special attack stat, but it does damage to their physical defense, not special defense. So that's kind of cool, and it's probably one of its best moves. Apart from that, I think the main drawback to Keldeo is its move pool just sucks. It legit gets like water and then one really decent fighting move on the special side, and apart from that, its move pool is really bad. I think that's the main drawback to Keldeo, unless you want to run like Terra Blast for some reason. Its move set is just really, really bad. It gets really good moves for like water and fighting type stuff though, but like apart from that, it does not have much options at all. So I just threw a choice specs on this thing for this team. That's kind of the main reason main way I'm running this one. So apart from that, I kind of want to do a little bit of a different team style with this. I wanted more of like a screens kind of hyper offensive / like setup type team. That's kind of what this team's really built around. So I threw the Clef key onto this team, rounds it out with a really good screen setter and that type of thing. Also, this team is still Steel and a Fairy type, which I think is really common to really want on your team. So apart from that, not really too much crazy. You also got the spikes there. I wanted something to throw up hazards. It kind of ticked off all the boxes, and I kind of just wanted to throw it onto this team. Wanted a Ghost type, threw Gengar on this team. It fit pretty damn well. In the Ghost Poison type, you had the Terra Flying there, just more of a defensive typing with the Focus Sash. So overall, just a kind of more of an offensive set, just kind of more of a wall breaker / mid to late game cleaner. You also have the Destiny Bond there to kind of catch people off guard and trade for a huge threat that this team doesn't want to really go against, and just clean it off the field or get a clutch kill towards the end of the game and wrap the match up that way. Works out pretty well. Apart from that, not really too much crazy about this thing. Wanted to kind of round this team out with a Fire, Water, Grass core. We already have the Water type being the Keldeo. Wanted a really good physical Fire type on this team, and Hisuian Arcanine looked really, really nice. It also gives me the Rock type, in which this team really does like as well, for a lot of the flying types that Keldeo does not want to really go against. So just threw the Choice Scarf, Rockhead, Hisuian Arcanine on this team. Not really too much crazy about this thing. Mainly going to be bringing it in, just clicking Head Smash, and then going Terra Rock for even more damage. You got the Choice Scarf there to pretty much outspeed everything. Gives this team a pretty fast speed tier, which was kind of lacking for this. So it's kind of what it really rounded out. Also gives this team priority with E-Speed, which is really nice. Not really too much else to really say about this thing. It's kind of more of a standard build. Got the Grass type to kind of round out the Fire, Water, Grass for this team. I wanted a Rapid Spinner. I haven't really used Serena in quite a while, so I threw it onto this team. And I finally had a really good opportunity to actually use it, so I took it. Just overall, it's mainly the Rapid Spinner for this team. More of like a bulky Rapid Spin offensive type mon with the leftovers. Just spam as much damage as you can. It's mainly there for Rapid Spin, Switch Initiative, or a slow U-turn, or that type of thing. Maybe this thing would need actually Triple Axle would be really good on this thing as well, which I was debating over Synthesis, but I decided to go against it because it was more of a a mod on this team just mainly for spinning, and I really wanted on this team to do that much damage, apart from just like chip damage mostly. That's usually what it does, so I kind of ran Synthesis over it. That's one thing that you can maybe change with this team, I'm not sure, but I don't know. I kind of just kept it the way it was. The Terra Water there for defensive Terra. And then last but not least, I wanted something that would be able to really take advantage of the screens, and something that could really set up on this team and kind of either late game sweep or try to set up and sweep a team. Reuniclus is one of those mons that I haven't really hasn't really used that much. And I had this thing laying around in the PC for I don't know how long already. I've been wanting to use this thing. Finally found a reason to really use this, and I built it for this team specifically. You got the Terra Normal there to dodge Ghost type moves and remove your Dark type weakness and make pretty much a lot of other stuff you'd be weak to neutral, which you usually live most of the time, especially behind screens. With the Magic Guard, you cannot be poisoned, burned. You can be Thunder Waved, you can still get paralyzed, but you don't take damage from like Sandstorm, any type of weather, or any type of status, that type of stuff. Or hazards on the way in, so don't take any damage apart from that stuff. And also the Life Orb does not give you any chip damage, you just get the free damage boost, which is really cool. Overall, it's kind of more of a setup set. You got the Psychic there, you got the Focus Blast for pretty much perfect coverage. You're pretty much going to be able to at least hit everything for neutral damage with this set. You got the Recover there for longevity, and then the Calm Mind to kind of set up. Once you get this thing rolling to like +1, +2 Calm Mind, a lot of shit just gets one-shotted, especially with how powerful this thing is with the Life Orb. So, really cool mon. I think Reuniclus is one of those mons that's just really underrated. You don't really see it that much, so kind of really wanted to use it on this team. But apart from that, not really too much to say. I'm going to throw some of the best matches we had from this stream, or with this team on stream from the past few weeks into this video. If you guys enjoy this type of stuff, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I should have a new team on the way within the next week or two. At least one of you guys probably see this. So if you guys do want to catch me live when I do use this team, so like I said, Saturday nights around 9 EST. Usually when I stream Wi-Fi battles. So if you don't want to miss it, drop by or subscribe so you don't miss when I'm live. Apart from that, let's hop into games. Up on me. Part of me just wants to like lead Arcanine and just try to do a shit ton of stuff, like depending what he leads with. I'm gonna lead Klefki though. I'm gonna lead Klefki. I think he might lead Vivillon. If he leads Vivillon and tries to like put me to sleep and set up, that could be a problem though. I know so much because I've been playing competitive Pokemon since Gen 6, that's why. I didn't have Gen 8 games, so I never had Sword and Shield, but I just played like competitively here and there a little bit on Showdown. I kind of took a break for Generation 8. But like apart from that, like all the other 6, 7, and like this generation, I've been playing competitive singles and VGC. That's why. I tried playing competitive in Gen 5 too, but I was really bad. That's when I was first learning the games and like competitive. I just played the game as like a casual like playthrough and that type of thing. I didn't really know anything about competitive back then. I first started getting into it in Gen 5, but I was really bad. Some of my teams back then, like I have some of them in like my old games, man, are they god awful. I thought they were good back then though, I didn't know any better. So he does lead with this. Oh, I just played screen here. I think he just goes for like Sleep Powder. Oh, that's not Shades. I thought that was the Chandelure. That's a cool nickname. I think this thing's a Moxie. This is a Moxie, Krookodile. That's what this shit is. I'm gonna go right into the Serena here. I think he goes for EQ. Going against a lot of competitive teams tonight, I'm really surprised because I tested this team a little bit, and the only times I actually was able to test this team was versus like teams of legendaries. So like tonight is actually the first time I'm actually going against like other competitive teams. Going to Gudra. So he's going to make the double, predicting me to switch. What a play. That tells me he's probably Sap Sipper Gudra, actually. Here's Sap Sipper Gudra. A U-turn here. Oh, he's not Sap Sipper, he's Gooey. Okay. Part of me just wants to try setting up under screens. I really do. I think I'm going to try to. Because I have Terra Normal, which will help me versus Crocodile and stuff. Sludge Bomb, that I have a screen up, that does nothing. I'm calm minding. I think what he does here, he's going to go right into Crocodile now. He's going to see that I'm setting up on him. He's going to go into Crocodile, so I'm going to make the play of Focus Blast. Show me Crocodile, bro. Go right into the Crocodile. Here it is. Come on. You know you want to. Here comes Shade. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's the crazy play. Well, you gotta land this. You gotta land this Focus Blast. Oh, you don't. You're a fucking loser. Ryu and Eclipse is the fucking loser. Yeah, I make the play and you miss the move. Biggest play of my life, and you missed the fucking move. You're getting released after this match, but I don't want to be your trainer anymore. You can go find a different trainer. I don't know, do I even waste a Terra here? Like, do I even bother wasting a Terra? This thing's probably Choice Scarf or Choice Banded. I don't know if it really even pays wasting Terra Normal here, though. YOLO. I should be able to take a knockoff, unless he's Choice Banded. Crunch, he's even running Crunch. I eat that. Barely, though. This has to one-shot him. Perfect. You know, if you would have got this kill, I wouldn't have to waste a Terra just to live a move if you would have landed the fucking Focus Blast on the way in when he switched. You're still getting released after this match. This thing has first impression for sure. I'm actually going to go into Klefki here. I'm going to go into Klefki because I don't know what this thing really has. They sometimes run Flare Blitz and like fire coverage, but I can eat it first impression. I can have another chance to try to wake up and get a screen up. Does nothing. I wish this thing would fucking wake up. Can you fucking wake up, please? I really need spikes up too. I really need some spikes. I need some screens. You just sit here and do nothing. What do you have? Fire Blast? flamethrower. Wow, that one shots me behind the screen with it because of the critical hit. That's nice. Love getting critted. That's one of my favorite things. Does the Reuniclus even live a move at this range? I don't know. I'm gonna try to recover on him. I'm gonna try to do that here. He doesn't know that I have recover, but I'm gonna try to go for it here if I can live. I think this thing's choiced. This thing might be specs. Because he hasn't changed his moves up and he keeps switching out. I'm gonna recover again. I think he switches out here. He goes into something else here. He's choice specs, I think. Cloister, he's gonna try to set up on me. You ain't setting up on me. I'm just gonna try to one-shot you with a Focus Blast. Actually, doesn't even pay going for Focus Blast. I think Psychic still does a shit ton of damage. Your special defense is garbage. Your Spit F is garbage. Like, you're not gonna take this. Unless you're White Herb with, like, Sash. He is White Herb. This should still do a shit ton of damage, though. It just one-shots him. It just one-shots him. I don't know why I was thinking about going for Focus Blast. I'm glad I never did. Cloister Spit F is garbage. I think it has like 45 Spit F or some shit. It has like 180 defense, but... or like 150 defense or something crazy, but its other moves are garbage. I just like, okay, I need damage on a lot of this stuff. He's gonna keep trying to put me to sleep, but whatever. I'm really sick of going against all this shit that just wants to set up all over me. That's in range for E-Speed, so I don't really care. E-Speed takes them out from this range. Vivillon's kind of weak too. Like, you need to at least get to like +4 to start doing damage to me. See how much, like, if he actually has, like, Hurricane or something. He's waiting for my screens to go away. That's what it was, actually. He's still gonna sit up on me, though. If I can wake up here, I can just get rid of this thing. Can I get a really clutch turn 2 wake up, please? Finally. Okay, maybe I won't release you. Maybe you're safe. I won't release you after this game. I think he got a little too greedy there. If I were him, I would have just started attacking. I think at +3 he would have probably one-shotted me. There was a chance he probably could have. Especially with no screen there. Like, I think he would have one-shotted me. This thing's choice. It's your choice specs. I'm gonna Calm Mind on you. Thunderbolt does nothing. He's not specs. He's not. He gets the poison, that does not matter because I have Magic Guard. I miss another Focus Blast. How many am I going to miss this game? I'm running low on power points. I have 5 left. You got to land some of these. +1 focus blast almost takes him out. I'm gonna recover here. I want to be at as high as health as I can for when Chandelure comes in, because that thing can still kind of try to break through me, especially if he's like Specs or some shit crazy, or like Terra. I think Calm Mind or Psychic might actually just take him out from this range. He could be Assault Vest, maybe that's what he is. I thought he was Specs. Guess not, though. Thunderbolt, what is it? Sludge Bomb. What was his other move? He had some other 2 other moves that he used. Flamethrower. Nice Psychic here. First Impression ain't one-shotting me, you're dead. Here we go, y'all. We're finally getting the Reuniclus sweep. Took long enough, it's finally putting in work. After missing so many moves, it finally is getting some kills. Comes Chandelure. I'm probably dead here, actually, though. Probably dead here. If I live, I'm gonna Psychic anyways. I think I just win. I got Keldeo in the back that just comes in and clicks Water move, or like Arcanine comes in and clicks Rock move. Psychic, that's really interesting. I mean, I'm going to Gengar too, actually, here and just win the game. Shadow Ball here. Oh, he's Choice Scarf Chandelure. You know, that actually could have been a threat versus me if he would have played a little bit better. It could have, like, late game, Scarf Chandelure kind of reps my team late game. I just have a lot of answers for it already still around, so it didn't really matter. Not bad. Interesting team. A really interesting team. Palkia, Tyranitar, Leafeon, Clodsire, Dondozo, and Annihilate. So my opponent has like 2 possible unaware Mons on his team. A Water Absorbmon, Sand, bunch of crazy shit. I think I just leave Serena. Serena ain't bad here. It's decent into like the majority of his team, and like, I can just go for Tropic and lower attack and stuff, so I think it's a solid lead here, and I can U-turn out on everything. I kind of want to lead Klefki too, but if he leads like, I don't know, something like Annihilate, but I just don't want him sitting up on me. Sire, okay. I mean, I'm just gonna Trop Kick. I don't know if he wants to set up hazards. That does so much damage. Okay, that's not defensive. That's offensive Clodsire, y'all. Offensive Clodsire, okay. Shitty thing is, I kind of have to. I want to stay in just to do more damage. I don't really want to switch out. Like, I have a chance of KOing him on this next turn if he doesn't have Recover. No, I live this. If I don't get poisoned, I live. So I'd rather trade the Clodsire for the low health Serena here because I have recovery. And I can recover up on the Leafeon and stuff, so I'll trade this any day. This is a threat to like the Arcanine and stuff. There's the poison point, so he didn't even have Unaware or Water Absorb. T-Tar, that's fine. I just go for damage here, I think. I could U-turn out. Like, what do I have to really go into here, though? I don't really have much I want to switch in versus Tyranitar. My team's really weak to Tyranitar. Like, looking at my team. Like, I have an offensive check for it, but, like, I don't have, like, any switch-ins or, like, defensive stuff. It's kind of the main problem with this team. I just have offensive checks for it, and you need something to switch into it. To it KO. Icy Wind. It's the most random shit ever. I didn't expect that. A few options here. Like I can go into just go right into Keldeo, or I could try to set up screens. I think it's going right to Keldeo here. This thing out of here. It's just kind of a threat to my team. I don't want to really deal with it if I don't have to. I could lock myself into Sacred Sword, but like if he goes into the Annihilate, that could be a bit of a problem. So I think I gotta lock myself into Hydro Pump here, unfortunately. I landed, so that's good. Keldeo ain't bad versus him, like I just gotta try to play the late game. I gotta start getting some stuff really low on health and like eliminate a few things so I can just spam a fighting or a water type move versus him. So he has a lot of resist to both, and I'm specs, so I can't switch my moves. Listen to this, I'm specs, I don't really wanna eat a move. Go into Klefki and get my screens up. Is this a special, like a Solar Blade Leafeon? Is that what this is? It's running manual weather on this thing. There's Leaf Blade. That does nothing. Wow, that does nothing. I want to throw my spikes up now, actually, because he can't touch me. Unless you have Terra Fire, Terra Blast in the sun, you ain't touching me with anything. It's the shitty thing with Leafeon, like its coverage is just so garbage. It gets grass type moves, but apart from Terra Blast and whatever Terra you want to run, it does not get much coverage at all. I think it's like X-Scissor. That's about all it really gets. It gets a crit though, that kind of sucks. Like, I'm just stalling his sun out, too. Foul play. I want to see how much foul play it does. I'm just curious to see how much damage it actually does. I don't know why he's even bothering getting the sun up anyways, because, like, he already outspeeds Klefki. Does a solid amount of damage to him, actually. I think I'm just going to go for foul play again. He has nothing to touch me. Like, I just wall the shit out of him, so. That's another 2-hit KO, actually. I'm just gonna keep going for foul play. I think I can just actually get the KO here, because unless he crits me. I don't know how he wins. That's a 2-hit KO. I'm just gonna look for it again. Oh, he has Synthesis. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Oh, look at all the health he gets back, too. He gets so much health back in the sun. I'm going to set my Reflex back up again. I'm going to keep the Clef Key around. I think I'm actually going to switch out here on this next turn. I can maybe go into Gengar if I really want to. I just don't want my Sash broken, though. That's the main issue. I don't know. If there was a turn to go into the Gengar now, though, I think it's this turn. If he sets up his Sun. So I'm going to make that play here. I think he's going to reset his Sun on this turn to try to outspeed. There it is. Okay. It wasn't Annihilate, but he's just taking more and more spikes. That's why I wanted to throw 3 layers of spikes up. That actually doesn't do anything. But Shadow Ball knocked this thing into next week. No Terra, you're dead. So you Annihilate, that's fine. I don't know why you even switched to Annihilate there. I mean, to dodge the poison type move, but you don't outspeed me unless you have a Terra, and he never went for Terra, so I don't know the thought process behind that. She just threw away his Annihilate for no reason, pretty much. Comes Dondozo. I kind of just want to stay in and do damage. Like, I'm just going to go Sludge Bomb. Maybe I can get a poison. There's a lot. That's a 2-hit KO. Reflect really helps me. I get the Curse Body proc. That's nice. Doesn't really matter, though, because he's 2-hit KO'd, so. Gengar is kind of just coming in with like a late game cleanup here. Like, it just does so much damage to his team, especially with Spike's damage. The Spikes just really help me out here. And like, now he has no Sun again, so now Leafeon doesn't outspeed me. He's forced to go into Palkia. Goes into this. Yeah, you're dead. Just click Sludge Bomb. I think we get like the late game clean with Gengar, funny enough. And like, if I outspeed Palkia, I think I just go for Destiny Bond on this next turn and just clean up the game and let the Gengar get the last kill of the game. I think I just end up getting the late game Gengar sweep here. Terra Dragon doesn't really do anything. I mean, I'm not attacking him anyway, so whatever. Outspeed him, which I should. Hoping he attacks me here. Earth Power, perfect. Final kill of the game, a self-KO, Destiny Bond kill. Gengar just cleaning up the match, not even bad. What a game. Really good showcase for the Gengar coming in late game and just kind of cleaning up the game. I made a really good play there going out to Gengar on his sunny day setup turn there too. That was really nice. Because he just has nothing to outspeed me. Like, his entire team at that point in the game is just really slow. He has nothing to outspeed Gengar, even like a few other things on my team. His team's pretty damn slow. I think that's one of the main problems with my opponent's team. He doesn't really have much fast stuff on his team, apart from like Chlorophyll, Leafeon in the sun.